And speaking. So we're going to continue with our revision. Now we're doing question two. Now question two and three. Okay, question two and three they play around with the question. They do arithmetic, quadratic, and also geometric. Okay, so to for this one here particularly, we are focusing on arithmetic and quadratic. Now, when it comes to arithmetic, okay, to find a general formula, okay, it's equals to Tn equals to a plus n minus 1 bracket d. Okay, now this a, okay, it's the first term. Okay, first term. Okay, the a is the first term. Okay, now when it comes to d is difference. Okay, when I mean the difference, what I am saying is that you take term 2, okay, term 2 minus term 1. Okay, or what you can do, you take term 3, okay, term 3 minus minus term 2. Okay, minus term 2. Now this is very important for you to understand this. And then this one here, it is the sum formula. Okay, n is the number of terms. Okay, a is the first term, and then an is the last term. You're going to understand what I mean. And then 2 all divided by 2, or you can use this formula here. It's not a problem. Remember, we said n is the number of terms, and then d is our difference. Okay, now let's dive into the video to answer the questions. Okay, let's erase everything here. Okay, now the first question is saying that write down the value of the next two terms. Okay, the next two terms of the arithmetic sequence. Okay, now to do that, remember we say to find the difference, it's term 2. Let's this one here, it's 1 2 3 4. So you're gonna say term 4 minus term 2 minus term 3, and then we're going to say term 3 minus term 2. Okay, now when we have acknowledged that, okay, so negative 9, okay, negative 9 minus 5, a minus 4. Let's take out our calculator so that it can give us an answer. So it's negative 9 minus open bracket minus 4. Okay, this eventually gives us negative 5. Negative 5. So that means, okay, that means that on our next now we're getting the difference of 5. Okay, so that means that in order for us to get the next term, all we have to do, we're going to say negative 5 minus 5. Okay, negative 5 minus 5 gives us an answer of negative 14. Okay, negative 14. So the next term, it's negative 14, because if we say mistake, negative 14 minus 5 will give us an answer of negative 9. Okay, now once we have established that this is minus 14, okay, that is what minus 14. Now let's read what the next question is asking us. The next question is asking us to calculate. Now, how are we going to calculate this? First of all, remember, when you're calculating, you're finding the sum. Okay, you're finding the sum of everything. Okay, the moment you just see calculate, just know that you're finding the sum of everything. So 2.1.2, they say to calculate. Now when you're calculating, okay, they gave us this. So in order for us to start finding the sum of everything, let's first establish our formula. So the first thing we have to establish is our formula. So we're going to say Tn equals to, we said our A, it's 6, okay, because it's always the first term, plus n minus 1, you just leave it like that, n minus 1, and then our D, we have established that it was negative 5, okay. Now, once you're done with that, okay, therefore, that means that 6 minus 5n, okay, minus 5n plus 5, okay. Therefore, eventually we have something like negative 5n plus 11. This is 5, okay, plus 11. Now, since we have established this is our rule, remember that if they give you this number, okay, if they give you this last number like this, that means that the sequence is stopping at negative 239. So to find the number of term, we have to say negative 239 equals to negative 5n, okay, negative 5n plus 11. Now we're trying to transpose the 11, so we're going to have negative 5 equals to, so let's open up our calculator, then it will be negative 239 minus 11, which gives us negative 250. Negative 250. Okay. Since we have negative 250, then the value of n, okay, we're going to say 250. Then the value of n, we're going to say 250. Where is the calculator? We're going to say 250. So 250 divided by 5, which eventually gives us 50. Now, since we have established we have 50 terms, okay, we can find the sum, okay. S50 equals to, so in this case here, the first one will be y's, because we have the first term and we have the last term. So you're going to say 50 open brackets, 50 open brackets, 6 plus, no, now in this case here it will be minus 239, minus 239. So let's take out a eraser, minus 239, then all divided by 2. So what you do, you put it in your calculator. So you're going to say 50 open brackets 6 minus 239 close brackets all over 2 equals to, so negative, so as negative 500, 5,000, negative 5,200, negative 5,825. Okay, this is for 2.1.2. Now, don't we're going to continue in our next video with this 3. Okay, so it is time to, since you have the knowledge that you require, it is time to go and shock your paper. See you in our next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment to this video. Thank you.